What is up, beautiful YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back into Wilburn Shenanigans. What the heck is there lint flying in here for? That is just unnecessary. Anyways, if you are new to this channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, guys, for us. Give us the notification button. Hit that too, because we do drop content daily. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If you like it. But today, we're going into something very serious, a very serious topic. People told us to watch this. This made me cry. That's what the title is. The paper said it made them cry. Yeah, I'm not trying to cry today.
I'm not trying to cry.
But this is Denzel Washington speaking on the truth about race. Denzel is he's one of my idols, man. I love Denzel and what he talks about. I love his backstory, how he made it in life and going to college and all the stuff he accomplished. So I just love because he always speaks the truth. So I know this topic is going to probably be a lot of truth in it. So I'm excited to hear where you're going to go with this because he is one of my favorites. One of my favorites for sure. If not one of my tops. She knows how much I love Denzel. I can like recite all his movies.
This is about Denzel Washington, not about his acting, which is great. No, this is about his perspective. He's probably the only person in Hollywood speaking the truth about so-called race relations. Now, don't get me wrong. He's nobody's Republican. He probably wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump if you paid him. But
for Black people in particular, do you think that we can truly make change as things are right now?
Well, it starts in the home. You know, if the father's not in the home, the boy will find the father in the streets. Yeah, I saw it in my generation and every generation before me and everyone since. It starts in the home. You know, if the streets raise you, then the judge becomes your mother and, you know, and prison becomes your home.
This interviewer was determined.
He's so
determined to get Denzel Washington to go BMW. For those of you new to the El Dorado Nation, BMW stands for bitch, moan, and whine, and Denzel Washington wasn't having it.
I want to just ask you, though, about the issue of race relations, because the film touches upon that. Right now, under President Obama, over the last 8 years, in your mind, have race relations improved under his leadership?
You know, race relationships have to do with race relationships. You're white or whatever you are, I'm black or whatever I am. We're standing here talking now. That's how we get things done. You can't legislate love. The President of the United States can't legislate us into liking each other. We have to step forward and ask questions about each other and engage. There's no law that says, oh, because I'm president, you all got to get along now. So it's up to us.
He tried again. Denzel, talk to me about systemic, institutional, structural, foundational, endemic racism. And Denzel Washington wasn't going with it.
He ready. Like,
there's been so many protests in America, especially during the election. Black Lives Matter movement, for example, and those issues. Has that movement in particular, the Black Lives Matter movement, helped race relations or not in America?
Well, listen, we live in America. And in America, we have the freedom to express ourselves. We shouldn't take that for granted. So whatever the movements are, whether you agree with them or don't, they have the right to express themselves. So that's one of the great things about being in this country, that you do have the right to protest.
You see, here's the deal. Denzel Washington is not a victocrat. He knows damn well why so many blacks are involved in the criminal justice system.
It was something I read where you talked about your people from Mount Vernon saying that, you know, like they've done like 40 years in the penitentiary together. So, and, you know, incarceration rates in America has been a problem, especially as opposed to minorities. And Roman delves into the issues around the legal system. Do you think we've made any headway in the legal system?
I think it's more important to make headway in our own house. By the time the system comes into play, the damage is done. They're not locking up 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know, I was in Chicago a couple of 3-4 weeks ago, and we saw these little kids on bikes with masks on the side of their head, like 5 or 6 of them. And the driver said, yeah, they're little yummies. I said, who? He said, little yummies. Look up, Google Lil Yummy. Lil Yummy was an 11-year-old murderer.
Wow.
And you look at his picture, you'll see the headshot of him, and he's like this. And he got murdered at 11 by a 14-year-old.
Wow.
Who's doing life now.
Let me look at Lil Yummy. Oh, I gotta know who
Little Yummies.
I ain't never heard of that. That's a first time term for us. Like, especially, I have never heard of that. Little
Yummies.
Oh, snaps.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've seen that. I've seen his face. Like, I've seen that. But I don't think I've ever. Wow.
Dang, that's crazy. I've never heard of that story.
On a 16-year-old.
That makes no sense.
You blame the system. Where was his father? It starts in the house. It starts in the home. And yeah, well, my father got locked up. Well, where was his father?
Yeah.
And Mr. Washington talked about the friends he grew up with and what happened to them.
Like I did talk about my 3 closest friends, and they did, 15 to 25. One did 28, this and that. I was the only one of the 3 that had a father in my life, even though my parents were together. But I still had a father who was a gentle man and a good example, and they didn't. We can blame the system if we want, but they didn't lock any of us up at 7.
Yeah.
We were all doing enough to get locked up at 13. My parents sent me in another direction. They didn't have anybody to help them, and they kept doing what they was doing.
The formula for success: hard work, focus, commitment, persistence, perseverance, sacrifice, and believing in yourself.
But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals.
I like that.
Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress.
Quite a contrast from this.
Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey.
My movie I just watched the other night.
All I'm saying is...
Give me every time.
All I'm saying is... survive.
To this.
We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where the success is.
And at the top of Denzel Washington's list of things to do to become successful, put God first.
In helping others. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am, one of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
Now, because this dastardly black conservative said good things about Denzel Washington, I hope he doesn't get canceled. I don't think he will. I'm Larry Elder, and we've got a country to save. I'll see you next time.
That was beautiful. Like I said, he's one of, if not one of my favorites. Outside of acting, in acting, just a humble spirit. And I think my biggest respect, I think coming up with Denzel was when I heard in movies, he never kissed or did sexual scenes in a movie out of respect for his wife. And I think right when I found that out, like I think that just grew more encouragement with Denzel. And then also knowing the movie roles, this man doesn't have a lane he's in when it comes to movie roles. This man's everywhere. You can go to all his movies, there's different characters down the line. This man don't play just one role. This man plays every role there possibly is to play. And then you hear stuff like this outside of acting and outside of what he's doing. The Will Smith situation. He was the adult in the crowd that grabbed Will Smith to calm the whole situation down, told him, one moment, this 1 second could ruin your life. And it's just the stuff he says that he, at the top of his head, he's ready. He's prepared for battle, like he said. You come at me with a question like them reporters, they're there to start mess. They want you to answer a question in a way where they can say, oh, yeah, Denzel said this or Denzel. And he knows how to say, I know how to answer this question. I know how to handle you guys. That's what he meant when they showed that scene at Menace to Society when he says, be ready. Have your weapon ready. And he know what I mean by like your words. Be ready. They're here to destroy you any way you can and use something against you any way they can when you're on a platform like that. So you got to be prepared to know how to answer a question, how to handle these situations. And I just love how he handles everything. It's so respectful. I love Denzel.
That made me cry.
It's a motivational speech. It was stuff in this.
It was something good that we needed to hear this Monday.
It was a lot in this passage that I took in, especially when he was like, don't just do it on Tuesday and Thursday. And then Wednesday, Friday, Sunday is just whatever. Like every day you should have a goal. You should be doing something. And I had to take that in because there's days I look at D and say, yeah, I'm just going. And I get it. We do need breaks. But at the same time, we got to just get it and stay on it. And it's beautiful, man. I love this. This is like probably my favorite video you guys have sent on this channel. And I'm definitely adding this into my archive because I just need this for just to have and rewatch when I feel down or I need some motivation. This is definitely
Thank you guys. That was amazing.
The thing I'm going to use. So I'm excited for this one. This was amazing.
That was good.
Well, thank you guys.
I'm trying not to let my emotions go down. So
thank you guys so much for tuning back in. Thank you guys for dropping this off. We appreciate every single one of you. Hope you guys are having an excellent Monday. Don't forget, we did start our vlog channel. We don't know when content's going to come up, but the link is down below. Just make sure you guys go over and subscribe, notification bell on so you guys know when our first vlog do drop.
We do have people asking like, oh, when are you guys going to go back to that? So we will.
The link is down below.
Give us a little time.
It's coming. Don't even get time. It's a little time.
But we appreciate you guys for all the love and support.
But we will see you guys in our next vid.